So we need to talk because this is like I don't think you've ever been on time. I would count the number of times you haven't been here, but
Oh,
we got to talk.
dude. God damn, I'm lucky to be alive, man. Like, Jesus. So, okay. So I've been down my luck. I'm homeless and I haven't showered in a long time. So there was this gigantic cruise ship that fucking was leaving. I was like, you know what? I'm going to stow away on this cruise ship. So I got on this gigantic cruise ship and I met this girl who was like super upper class. I don't know how I got so good with her, but just between me and you, like, she let me draw her titties on the couch. You know what I'm saying? And so her fiance was super pissed off at me, but everything was fine. Everything was good. This guy was a complete hater. Fucking the pilot, the captain, he fucking hit. I'm pretty sure he did it on purpose. Hit this gigantic iceberg and fucking the boat started going down. So everybody was trying to leave, and this girl's fiance handcuffed me to a fucking pipe. So I had to fucking escape the pipe, and I went up there, and this girl I met her, and I was like, all right, we can escape together. This door is big enough for the both of us. And the water, dude, was so fucking cold. And she's like, no. And then she's like, I'll never let go. And I said, okay. The moment she left go of my hand, I said, fuck this. And I fucking capsized her ass. I got on the door and I fucking swam. I gave her this jewelry. I stole my jewelry back. And I fucking swam here hundreds of miles on a door. I said, bye, bitch. Smell you later. And I'm fucking here now. I don't got hypothermia, so I'm lucky to be alive.
This feels like Titanic. Is your name Jack? Was her name Rose?
Her name was Tulip because she put those two lips on me. You feel me? See? So I'm thankful to be here, man. Like, goddamn, I feel underappreciated. Every time I save the world from asteroids and everything.
You've lived a very interesting life.
I'm only 23. God damn. But all right, what the fuck are we watching? I had to internally warm myself up. So I've been drinking Evan Williams all day. Well, I mean, now it just sounds like I just showed up late on purpose.
I'm starting to get that feeling. No, today we're watching Tarot, the 2024 horror movie that many have called one of the worst movies of this year, or of 2024.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. Directed by Spenser Cohen and Anna Halberg, starring Harriet Slater, Adain Bradley, Jacob Batalon, Avantika.
Who Slater? AC Slater?
Harriet Slater.
Do you think that's AC's mom?
Maybe. A little young, but maybe. And
it's so messed up.
And Humberly Gonzalez.
All right.
Probably said a few of those names wrong, but
probably didn't. You're good. All right, man. I'm sorry. Let's get this going. What are we waiting for?
Let's do it.
Sloppy food is in the night. Sweater holder shining bright. Where the dough tastes just right. Slacking hands in the moonlight. Berated, berated, not a bad word. Working on is preferred. Berated, berated, hear our call. The podcast that welcomes all.
Rated G, rated PG, rated PG-13, rated NC-17, and rated R are certification marks owned by the Motion Picture Association, Inc. This podcast has not been rated or certified pursuant to the Motion Picture Association, Inc.'s film rating system, nor is this podcast authorized by, endorsed by, or affiliated with the Motion Picture Association, Inc. All right, we're back at the beginning of Tarot.
Did you hear that ghost sound?
I did.
Do you think it's scary if I do that?
Maybe.
Sony, they
No,
make
or
the
if it-
best game console.
I don't know about that. Screen gems. Okay.
For some reason, I don't know why I'm bringing this up right now, but you ever seen 13 Ghosts? Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah, the Matthew Lillard one.
That's
Tony
a
Shalhoub.
fucking great movie, man.
Well, it looked great. I don't know,
What?
like it's like story wise, if it made a lot of sense, but it looked great. I enjoyed
thought
it
that
a
movie was
lot.
awesome. Just a bunch of breast friends out here. We rented a literal museum. You think you could rent a museum? Fuck no, you can't.
I mean, you can, but I mean, do teenagers have that kind of money?
I was like, hey, National Museum of History, can me and my friend sleep over here? What? Spider-Man's best friend's there?
Yeah, that's Spider-Man's best friend.
If Spider-Man doesn't show up with this movie, I swear to God, that's probably why it was rated a horrible movie. Here I am getting a chubby because I see that Spider-Man's best friend is there, and I'm waiting for Spider-Man now. My expectations are so high right now. So basically, there's a bunch of teenagers that are
Around
at a campfire.
or a barrel fire in the woods.
How come Spider-Man's friend doesn't have any eyebrows, man?
I know.
Come on, don't drink like that. Who drinks during a movie?
Irresponsible.
That's my only thing is I'm pretty sure that when we get our movie out where we hit them up, they'll be like, our motto is like drink responsibly, Brian, and you clearly weren't drinking responsibly while you were filming your movie.
We were not.
You know? Like, well, come on. Like, we also saw the outtakes.
Yeah.
Those shouldn't have been there. What in the world?
So this is more of like a character establishing thing. Like we're meeting all of our characters around the campfire. We have so they rented. Yeah, they did like they rented like a fancy house or something because Spider-Man's friend and blue jacket guy.
He's got that Filipino money, man.
They sneak off to the house to go talk.
What are they going to talk about? He's like, hey, you like girls?
Oh,
I
and
like
there's
girls.
they're trying to set up the blonde girl with blue jacket guy. And she says, I don't know. He's not very ambitious. And he says, I think maybe I'm just too ambitious. Like, so, and he says, romance is dead.
Clearly has a higher thought on himself than she does.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna go get a dinner now.
I do love those those little like cutaways where you get, differing thoughts on the same person. So they're checking the refrigerator and there's a Sam Adams and a little bit of
God
cake.
damn, there's a trash can full of...
How long have they been there?
What if they've only been there since this morning?
And they had that much booze?
Dude, you know something funny? We started recording on Thursday, right? And Saturday's our trash day. My entire recycling bin was full of cans. But that's 13 adults drinking. Yeah. But anyways. Hey, this seems promising. Oh, that's the preppy blue jacket guy. Hey, everybody. And he's mewing.
Oh, yeah.
We can just shut the live stream down.
Oh, okay. So here's one thing that you should always do when you go into museums. Find the creepiest door to a basement and go down it.
Yeah, and go into the basement. We're going to explore this entire creepy house.
Or if they're like, okay, guys, there's only one rule. Don't go into the creepy basement. There are no rules.
And then the first thing they would do is be like, you know what we should do? We should go in the creepy basement.
Exactly. I guarantee they never told anybody, their family or any friends, hey, we're going to the creepy museum this weekend. So, Anthony, if you ever feel like you're going to do something shady, let me know first, man.
Yeah, I would, because I'm responsible like that. But
Okay,
they
then
need like
pick
the
up the
strength in
disgusting.
numbers. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Exactly. No.
They're
Exactly.
doing this strength in numbers, and they're going to go down and look at everything. And she's got that gross, what is it, like dusty divination cloth? It's like a
Yep, there you
magic
go. That's
cloth.
another thing. The only thing that would make this better is if they found a random Ouija board or a box of gross tarot cards.
They find a
dun.
creepy box with like the astrological sign on it.
Yeah, the tarot cards. Here we go. I don't believe in
And
any of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But just because I
he,
don't believe in it, I'm not going to fucking poke the bear.
yeah. So he's like, they want to play strip poker with tarot cards.
Uh,
I don't know how you do that.
I don't think that guy knows what tarot cards are.
I genuinely believe he has no idea what tarot cards are.
He's also has never played strip poker.
I think he just wants to play strip poker. That's
Why has he got a fucking... What's that map called where it shows like the tall mountain ranges, but it's like from the top view?
Oh, like a topographical map.
Yeah, why has he got a topographical sweater?
That's a great question.
That's why Spider-Man wasn't in this movie.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fucked up? Like it was topographical, like where his nipples were. You're just like, there you go. Yeah. And then when it was cold, it got bigger. So
the blonde girl, she's like she's like basically daring and encouraging the other girls to like play with the tarot cards. So they get out the divination map. So let's get two spooky objects and put them together.
Yeah, and then let's get these
idea.
candles and light them too. Like, God damn it. Could you make any worse decisions?
I have dynamite, I have lighter fluid, and I have matches. This is a great idea. What could possibly go wrong?
Let's get rid of these prophylactics and then let's just call it a night. What?
So they're all playing and or they're like so Spider-Man's friend is playing and like calling to the spirits, and she gets out the box and like the wind rushes.
See right there. Another example. If Anthony, you got to promise me, man, if we're not together or if we are together and you open up a box or a door and a fat ass gush of wind hits you, you know we're fucked, right? And you killed us. I just want you to know.
I'm going to go run away now.
No, you've done too much. We're fucked already. That's all.
How long is this movie? Like,
So then
I think 90.
This blonde girl, she kind of fesses up that she has used the tarot cards before, because now all of a sudden she's like turns into a poker dealer.
Oh God! I hope
She
Miss
puts all
Cleo shows up. What if she's just like, "Who's the father of the baby?" And fucking starts doing that shit.
So then there's the high priestess. It's like this blindfolded lady with an upside down cross.
Yep, that's me for sure.
She's reading her fortune.
I do love drinking monsters.
I do when I'm tired at work. A monster.
See that lady who's like, you see how there's a cross right here in the O? When you chug it like nobody does, the cross turns upside down, and you're like, who chugs a monster like that? Like, oh, I'm so thirsty. This will quench my thirst. Carbonated energy. Nobody
chugs a monster. It tastes like motor oil.
I'm so thirsty.
No, but it wakes your ass up.
Here we go.
So she's gonna read somebody else's. The black haired girl, Hispanic girl. She's gonna read her
either Asian or Hispanic.
Asian or Hispanic. She's gonna read her fortune now, and now the other girl has her phone out, and they're recording her doing this. So, the Hanged Man is her card.
Ultimate surrender. She's like, you're about to get surrendered. Is she wearing a karate gi? Looks like motherfucking Cobra Kai.
I was about to say she looks like Goku.
Like Flash Gordon.
With one of those weighted vests, like he's about to fight Frieza.
The zodiac symbol is 2 fish. Never mind.
And these other two girls are on the couch, and they're like, oh, that's a bunch of BS. Like, they're not really buying it.
It was one of those things, like I had a an ex-girlfriend that believed in this stuff, and she's like, yeah, I got my fortune told, and it said that me and you are going to have a kid, and it's going to be a boy, and you're going to wear jewelry. I was like, all right, believe in that. And then guess what? Womp womp. It didn't motherfucking happen. All right, so then here we go. All right, round 3. Virgos.
So we're going to get everybody's fortune.
All right. Well, if this is just an hour and a half of fucking tarot reading.
Who's
that behind you? Oh, so then there you go. While everybody's doing a creepy event, Spider-Man's best friend decides to, what the fuck? Starts walking through the house, and all the doors are opening up right before he gets to him.
This is when I'm out of this house.
Exactly.
The door's closing before he even gets to the door. What is going on?
And I think me and you need to have a safe word too. Like, Brian, for real, I went to go into this room and the door opened, and I thought that was weird. But I went to the other door and it opened as well. I'd be like, what the hell? Trust me, bro. Right? And then he opens up a door to a patio.
Yeah.
And it's just unfinished lawn chores.
And he says, we need to chill. Jesus. Like, yeah. Okay. Number 1, if you're taking an edible, eat a quarter.
Hell no.
How you feel.
Go all or nothing, everybody. Enjoy the ride.
No.
And this girl's arguing. Like, no, that's not my tarot card. No way. You must have done this. You're like, the tarot card read. I got this big ass. What?
Here's my thing. Like, the whole tarot card reading thing, like, I kind of feel like you're going to get some negative and mostly positive, and they're going to gear it at you to make you feel like, oh, that's me. Like, but they all sound the same.
I mean, like, anything could be. You know, if you're like, Brian, you got the black card of death, I'd be like, you know what? My great-great-grandma died 70 years ago. Like, I knew it right here. I'll be like, you didn't know it.
Gonna pull one of those Jonathan Edwards things. Like, I'm seeing a J. Is there anybody in your family whose
like
whose
the
name
month
starts
of
with J?
January? That's the beginning of the year. I'm alive this year. Yes, that's me.
So, now she's doing Spider-Man's friend. He's the fool. He's kind of he's the comic relief of the movie, right?
But that's kind of messed up if he's like wasn't meant to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, no, I thought this role was like the cool role.
But yeah, they are kind of sort of role assigning here at this portion of the movie.
Like, all right, here's Libras. Libras, you're the cool guys. I know I am. It's like, but I actually see you dying a virgin. And he's like, you hear that? Man, I don't like him trying to act all tough. He's like, you hear that? Your boy's coming through.
He's like, I'm going to get it.
Do you know? So here's something. In high school, did you and your friends know everybody's fucking birth signs or whatever the fuck they're called?
No.
So all these people are like, all right, who's up next? Who's a Capricorn? If you had
our heartthrob guy, like he's very
a horoscope. Mm-hmm.
This is he gets the hermit.
A hermit, like a hermit crab?
Kinda, I guess. Oh, so
like the hermits on my lip and wiener? No, those are herpes. No. Well, if somebody just tuned in right there, they're like, oh, I'm turning this podcast off. Never mind.
I don't want to hear about herpes.
Well, that's why you got those hermits, because you didn't know what hermits were.
So they do some kind of illusion that he'll be saved by love, and then they cut to the girl with the black hair behind him who got her horoscope read earlier. So something might happen there.
So remember earlier when I was like, well, if this movie's just an hour and a half of fucking tarot reading?
We're almost there.
Yeah, all right. I was just joking. I apologize.
I mean, I was very happy that we cut away for a little bit to watch Spider-Man's friend creepily walk through doors.
but
I
super
mean,
mad because
that did break the staticness.
yeah, but then obviously a kid lives in that house and didn't do the chores to just rake the leaves up into a pile. I was like, oh, I couldn't find the trash bags. Like, what do you mean? They're in the exact same place. So
Can't
now
or didn't
the
want
black
to.
dude, what?
I said can't or didn't want to.
Right? The black dude's getting his tarot read and he's getting all mad about it.
And he turns it on her. Maybe you should see what the stars say about you.
And it's like some little midget troll with a devil head.
Yeah, it was the devil.
So I'm back because my dad ungrounded me for
No.
like dinner,
He's
stuff like that. I'm going back.
I let him out of his room to eat dinner.
Yeah. Hold on, is that Spider-Man's friend?
Hell yeah, it is.
That's Spider-Man's friend.
Yeah.
Where have you been? In your room the whole time?
So the heartthrob
Actually-
guy, he's going to go check on one of the other guys, and she's going to read her own. And she gets...
If there's one thing I know is you don't let your kid deal himself in the thing of Uno. Oh, she gets the death card, huh?
Yeah. So
The devil
what if she's
card
gonna-
wasn't bad enough?
I know, like, I didn't know that the devil card wasn't as bad, but
If there was a bleeding anus card, that would be the end of it, I bet.
why aren't there, like, fun Zodiac cards, like,
Wiener
like,
shrinking disease.
Wait, I know.
punched in the
There's-
face by a
there's-
midget?
There's a commercial where they're doing like these tarot card readings, and it's like you will admit death. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh,
now we
God
see
damn it.
this-
That was just the
cutaway.
beginning of the movie?
Oh, wow, yeah. So we're, like, maybe 20 minutes in? All right.
All right.
So then we see,
We're
like,
about
this blood
17 minutes
flow.
and 6 seconds into the movie.
Yeah, and we see this blood flow through these grooves, and then this lady behind a tarp and some light slashes her own throat.
Oh, so now they're leaving the museum, huh?
Yeah,
So they really did just rent out Anthony.
For a night.
for a
It's
night.
like Airbnb Plus.
Yeah, no. If you're just like, hey, Brian, you want to go camping this weekend? I rented a haunted museum. I'd be like, can't we just go to like a fucking hotel or like a Airbnb? Why you got to be so extra with the museum?
This is an Airbnb.
Maybe they got it off of Airbnb.
Wait a second. Is that the girl from fucking Stranger Things?
Is it? I'm not sure.
It's just a redhead girl.
Yeah,
They all look
Oh,
alike.
that's not the running up that hill girl.
Run up the hill. Dude, I used to think that song was If We Could Swap Races. And I was like, is this a fucking woke song? It's just a good song, man. It's just a good ass song. So they're deviant up into different cars now,
Mhm.
and none of them are leaving yet. Like, all right, guys, you guys need to check. Oh,
Wasn't there only 2 cars?
there are.
Wait, I just saw.
Somebody's got a fat Range Rover, and then a Jeep Cherokee.
I thought there was 3 cars, guys. I saw 3 different front seat drivers. Huh. I'm hallucinating, guys.
It's been in his room too long. So,
And we get this
God damn.
long shot of the forest, this beautiful forest.
Yeah, but then at the same time, so you're telling me people, hey, put on your fucking Sunday best. Let's drive 18 miles into the middle of the forest to go to a museum.
No, it's not even like that's a lot longer.
Yeah, no.
So Spider-Man's friend is
come on.
vaping, and here comes. This is Grant. Is this Grant? No. Oh, so one of the heartthrob guy, he wins a scratcher on a scratcher.
700.
The guy that just won it, is that the guy from is that the guy from Sonic?
No.
I'm sorry.
Damn it. I thought you were really going to say a movie because that guy does look familiar, but I don't know what. He's been in another movie.
But I have to be honest, he honestly kind of does
Like
look
a
that
younger-
guy.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah.
So now everybody's being dropped off back in
And
their.
they're hugging.
They're hugging. The girls
I
are
say,
hugging.
Anthony, you slept over at a friend's house last night. I haven't seen you in 13 hours. Come here. Where the hell are they now?
They're at their house.
Somebody's house looks like that?
It's like that Stranger Things house when Will disappeared.
It's like the Shining Motel. Like, God, what the hell?
What type of house
So-
is that?
See,
So
I
there's-
hate. So here's a question, Anthony.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's going to be personal about your wife. So
Okay.
when your wife gets done showering, and you, I guess, do you get out of the shower and then dry off? Or do you dry off in the shower for the most part and then step out?
I used to dry off out of the shower, and then
God damn it, Anthony.
my wife complained, so now I dry off in the shower.
That a girl.
I always dry up in the shower.
You're full of shit.
I
As
know.
soon as yeah, okay, thank you. As soon as Kane gets out of the shower, he instantly he's out of the shower before he even turns the water off. And
In
then
fact, sometimes
what the fuck?
I forget to drain the water in the bathtub, and then I get out and then I dry them off, and then a day later I'm like, why does the bathroom smell so?
What the
So-
hell?
So this girl gets out of the shower, turns all the lights off. She's chilling in bed, and she's on the phone with one of her friends, and she's they're talking about The Weeknd. And there was some
The
creaking in
Weeknd,
the
not
hallway.
the singer.
Oh, who wants to bet that the ladder fell? The ladder fell 100%.
Dude, that's
There's a
got to be
thud,
the
yeah.
girl from Stranger Things family. She looks so,
I know she looks similar.
very.
Yeah, just like that guy in Sonic.
So here's the thing, Anthony. Again, if your wife and kid were gone and then you were just in your house alone, do you just sit in the dark? I mean, your house isn't a weird, creepy, haunted look. Who the fuck is this behind now?
Oh, and all of a sudden there's some robed figure behind her, and she turns on the light,
Oh,
and
it
it's
was
gone.
over the staircase. How is it
I kinda
over
feel
the
like-
staircase?
Oh yeah, it was like over the staircase, and I was ready for it to be gone. I was like,
I'm levitating.
we're in a ghost movie here.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, this house has got to be freaking super gigantic. Look at this.
So she sees the ladder, and she thinks Claire is pranking her. So she's gonna go up the ladder.
And then she does it where you put your hands around your mouth. She's like, very funny, guys. Well, guess what?
So now
Joke's
she's
on you.
gonna- You know how much danger you put yourself in when you climb up the ladder to investigate a noise like this? Like your head is
You know-
sticking out.
I never, no matter what, I don't climb into an attic for some random reason. No matter what. In Idaho, my grandma has, a bunkhouse where there's just a bunch of beds that you can sleep in. I would never go up there.
What? You never climbed up into the...
No.
It's just extra beds up there, bro.
I know that,
What?
Have you ever watched Black Christmas? Come on,
Apparently you're
man.
grounded again for not climbing up in the bunkhouse attic.
hey, how long are you going? You guys?
You don't plan on going anywhere until after you graduate college. So, dude,
So now all
I
the
had an
lights are
attic.
flickering.
I had
Go
an
ahead,
attic
go ahead.
in Idaho above the garage, and I put couches up there and movie posters and all this
That's
shit.
awesome.
Yeah, it was the shittiest place to hang out though. It was I had this vision in my mind and it completely failed. Oh, so now this bitch goes up into the attic and all of a
there's,
sudden
there's an Ankh shaped cross.
is that what it's called?
Yeah, with that rounded top, that would be like an Ankh.
And
like an
hundreds.
Egyptian cross.
Oh, there she goes.
With hundreds of candles and this creepy nun monster.
Well, there was hundreds of candles that lit. Here's if all of a sudden there was hundreds of candles lit in your house, wouldn't you be like, where'd these candles come from?
My friends.
Yeah,
Oh,
really.
this is a good prank, Carl. You got
And all
me
of a sudden,
good.
the ladder goes up on its own, and she is trying to
But
kick
she-
out the cobwebs from falling down.
Again, like you called it, she fucking fell down a ladder. She has a broken tailbone for sure.
Oh yeah, no, she
thought
she
she-
can hardly move. She probably cracked her spine.
And then she's starting to get drug away.
I thought
By
she-
nothing.
Her head hit the floor.
Oh, here comes a scary witch ghost. God damn it. Did
And
that
it
hit her in her
dumps-
back?
Yeah, and it hits her in the back with the ladder.
So the ghost is trying to chop her in half with a wooden. Oh, that was in her neck.
That was so
Ow!
cool,
And then it
though.
hits her in the neck.
That's still pretty funny.
Oh my god!
And go for number 3.
And then it stops for
Here
a
it
second,
comes. Hi-ya!
and then one more hard slam, and you see the blood.
This is the worst type of dying. Like, if you go up to heaven and you're like, "Hey, how'd you die?" I got stabbed by a ladder somehow.
I don't think that they got stabbed. I think it's just
No, that was
You got stabbed by a ladder.
blunt force.
what is that? Your L3, L4 vertebrae?
Yeah, I mean that might as well have been like a giant mallet. The way they were using it.
I'm gonna give him props for that, dude. Usually it's one hit and you're dead, but the fact that the demon ghost witch lady thing had to continually fucking hi-ya, and keep doing it, that is amazing.
I mean,
Oh no, it's solid. Yeah.
I guess it's possible for you to get stabbed by a ladder. Because have you seen that girl that she threw an axe and the tail of the axe got stuck in the wall and not the actual axe?
She probably drank a bunch of monsters.
Yeah. So now everybody meets up at the blonde girl who's doing the tarot cards at her her studio apartment, and like because I guess they found out she died, the original girl, and so now she's all alone with her one sofa, and her.
Well, I wonder if we should have paid attention a little bit more, and if this is going to turn into what the fuck is that movie called? They just came out with a new one. It looks really good, where they were on a plane and they moved seats, and then death didn't get to them.
Final Destination. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Final Destination. Like, was that the first girl who got the tarot card read? And then it's going to move on to the next person got theirs read, and the next person got theirs read, and so on and so on and so on.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to go in order per se, but I think like the way they are, the way their cards read is the way they're going to die is what we're basically getting.
Yeah, like I saw one of the comments that I don't know where this would come into play, but they're like, I wish to tell the backstory of the cards. And you're like, the artist who drew the cards? Like, what do you mean the backstory of the people on the cards?
Why do we need the history of tarot in a movie about tarot?
Right? They're like,
I don't
oh, you know
understand
what?
that.
I love that movie, The Gambler, but where did the kings and queens and jokers come from on the cards?
Yeah, I don't
Like,
need to
what?
know exactly how a card works to know that they're cards, right?
Yeah, if you got a card that said you're fucked up. Oh, shit.
If you got a
Yeah, okay, so this is so somebody's dreaming. I think it's the long or the girl with the long hair.
I think, is that it's
Is she
a
Hispanic?
girl of,
the fine Latino woman.
well,
Yeah, so
the
she wakes
olive
up and she
skin.
sees.
Who knows? She could be Indian, Hispanic.
Yeah, but she
Who?
sees like a creepy figure at the end of the alley.
And she said, I keep seeing Elise. I was like, bitch, it's Fur Elise. It's a beautiful song.
So now blonde girl is going to tell her story about this house, this old house she grew up in,
What?
that is likely to lead to ghosts aren't real.
Okay, so when you leave a hospital, when do you cut that wrist tag off?
The second I leave,
The second they put it on me, I cut it off.
I don't like you, Brian. You know
I said,
how
"You're not gonna
hard you
track-
make my job.
You're not going to track me, government. I cut it. Jesus. So she still has that band on, apparently. That's where the whole thing was coming from.
That thing looks ratty as hell, too.
That's what I'm saying. She's like, you know how long I've had this
on?
on? It's not a Live Strong bracelet. It's a goddamn hospital band.
You could cut it and keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang it up on a plaque if you like it that much. I'm not gonna wash this hand. Like that one Family Guy episode. I'm not gonna wash this hand because I shook this guy's hand.
Yeah.
But so she tells her story. They hug, and now heartthrob guy is walking down the stairs.
You see over to the right, that's supposed to be a wheelchair ramp. That's easy,
Yeah.
like a 45, 55 degree angle. They
That's
can go down it.
Yeah, Jackson,
Well,
I
go ahead.
if somebody at my school, if they're watching this, I'm like, that's funny. And also, imagine getting like one of those tarot cards where it's like, you will be stabbed to death by a ladder. What?
I mean,
Like,
Yeah.
pretty random. That would be pretty specific.
But that looked like the wheelchair ramp made by Nitro Circus. Like, so now he's down in the subway. This is a beautiful subway, by the way.
Another thing, if you're down the subway and there's literally nobody there except you,
Yeah.
that's maybe a
Little
sign to get the hell out of there.
So then he sees another robed figure at the end of a hallway. They love to stand at the end of hallways, these figures. They're just like, it's creepy. Just stand at the end of the hallway. It's not that hard.
Right? Just go. And the lights again start. Oh, there you go. So now he finally starts running off, you know?
Mm-hmm. So now he's full sprinting. The lights are shutting off. And the light is like moving like a fog.
But then there's like a red light at a door. You're just like, you're not going to get me, you know?
Then he's grabbing at this door, and all of a sudden this light comes at him like a train.
Yeah. And you're like, you're not going to trick me with this. Then he gets up and it's the fucking Hogwarts train. Like he goes through one door and there's just
9 3/4.
You know, that's what I was going to say. They're on platform 9 3/4.
like, what the hell? You open up a door and then it opens up like those funny movies where like they're in a trailer and they open up the door and it opens up like it's the inside of the Taj Mahal. Like that's
Now
exactly what this
like-
guy did. He was inside a subway where it's all enclosed and he opens up the door and there's an entirely new subway.
This is like the subway that time forgot. Like all these are just like dilapidated, badly kept subway cars.
Oh man! And then there's a newspaper that he stepped on. It's like, "You're gonna die today. You're a Capricorn," and you're like, "Wait a second, that wasn't my fortune cookie."
What happens?
So basically, he's been like, if I'm tracking this right, for him to survive his death, he's got to follow the rules, I guess, because he's called a rule breaker, and they said, "Be careful."
Yeah, that's true.
But is he a rule breaker? Or is he just the bad boy? Like, ooh, look at me.
What if he starts spray painting the side of the subway, and then he gets caught by like a really fat security guard, and then he gets
That's a
chased
fat
by,
security guard.
and then he gets chased by the security guard, and you have to jump over these like the ramps.
Oh, but then all of a sudden, this guy just comes through on a hoverboard, a scary ghost cover board.
He's like in one of those cars, and yeah, the hermit is like flying at him with his lantern.
What if it's like Kermit the Crab, so it's not that scary?
What if it was Major Payne moonwalking forward? Oh! He didn't have his ticket. Or you could say his ticket was just punched. Dun,
And
dun,
so
dun.
The hermit.
That's the worst one-liner.
Oh my god!
So he
then the
basically got
hermit,
scared and fell.
Oh.
Like fall. Let's go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. He got scared and fell out of one subway onto another one before he hit the other ground. Like another subway ran him over or like splattered against the windshield.
I don't know
Yeah.
about you.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
This is okay. So my initial impression so far, this is starting to feel a little bit like. Did you ever watch Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4? Where
Probably.
it's like a string of kills and everybody. It's like this large group, and they're just mourning death after death after death. That's what this is starting to feel like. It's entertaining though. I like it.
yeah, like it's good. So here's something fucked up. How would you find that kid's body? because he went through the Hogwarts door and got hit by 2 ghost subways.
It wasn't a door. It was an entire panel in Hogwarts. In Hogwarts and Harry Potter.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Uh-oh.
Stop wearing that beanie. Maybe you won't be depressed.
Well, damn. Where are they? In London?
Well,
Um,
left side of the road.
That was just those buildings, dude. Like, that building looked like a beautiful ass big old building. Oh,
I
they're not
know,
going to trick me. Fuck that. That was a B-roll. If there's one thing I've learned about being tricked, it's
Brian is the
B-rolls.
B-roll hunter.
Dude, I've been catfished so many times by B-rolls. I was like, damn.
You need your own. You need your own sizzle reel. If you have B-roll, I will find it.
Don't try to B-roll me. There's like, no, we were really there. No, you weren't.
No, you weren't. That was B-roll.
Like, that's what, like, I think the end of our film, our movie, when we have all of those famous people in it, they'll be like, why the hell were those famous people in that movie with those fucking nerds? And we're gonna be like, oh yeah, well, here we go.
How did the cameraman survive?
Dude,
Shower thoughts.
dude. Yeah, see, so now look, now we're back at a normal looking town instead of that
The
beautiful.
police come, to talk to their friends, right?
What if these are murders? And you're just like, hey, what else would they be?
Yeah, really. What else is going on? Come on.
Unless it's like Dell and Tucker versus Evil.
So he has this part really blows me away. He has to logically explain to them why these are murders, and it's not just incidental deaths.
Anthony, I'm going to tell you right now, I am not going to commit suicide by slamming a ladder on the back of my neck 3 times. I'm going to try it, I guess, but I'm probably not going to succeed. All right,
because after the first time, are you really going to be able to slam that ladder?
Unless, like, if you like run and jump in the air and do a 180 and hit your neck on it, and be like, oh, it didn't work the first time, and then try it like 2 more times, potentially.
Yeah, really. Maybe,
you know. But I think it is doing the whole, murdering these people.
Yeah. But everybody's saying these are coincidences and accidents. And
that's exactly what murderers say.
All of these people instantly annoy me.
Right? Like, it's... I don't know. See, like, here's the thing. Is like, at what point do you realize, like, oh, shit, remember 2 days ago when we were at that creepy museum and I gave everybody a fucked up tarot reading? It's happening to us.
So she's explaining this now that, your reading was this and your reading was this and their reading was that. And that's why they died. And like, so it's like everything that happened with the tarots is coming true.
But not all their, no, it's not. So only one of them had the fucking death card.
Well, only one had the death card, but everybody was getting like the hermit or the creepy nun with the crown of thorns.
Okay, so basically every tarot card, no matter what, you die. Like, Anthony, this is the tarot card of getting $1 billion. Like, yes, I won the lottery. Oh yeah, and you die. What?
Of drowning in your billions of dollars.
Yeah, you Scrooge McDuck it in your basement, and then you just drowned in gold coins and dollar bills. You can't swim in a pool of coins.
It's kind of like, I don't know if you ever watched like the final episode of Alias. There's a character who, like the evil character who gets gets to live forever, but he gets stuck under a giant rock pile where no one will ever find him.
God.
So
like that was like in that X-Men Days of Future Past, whatever the fuck it is.
One of my favorites.
When Magneto takes Wolverine and puts him in the river and he puts all that metal around him. And you're just like, fuck, that would suck because you would live for, god damn, hundreds of years just drowning to death every day, every minute.
What if
God, that'd be terrible.
it was like that? What if she died by like on purpose? She ran up to the thing, did a 180 while the ladder was falling, so she went in between the thing, and then she got whiplash, and her neck snapped. Like, how would that work?
See? And whose house is this? God damn, these houses are beautiful.
It's probably.
I know they're in somebody's attic right now, or no, they're in her studio apartment.
I was about to say that's an attic. Jesus.
No, that's her studio apartment because I recognize the furniture.
Man, there's no way that's a
internet
studio.
research.
That's at least a 4,000 square foot house.
Well, maybe that's just a room. But they're doing internet research, and they're going to see somebody who knows more about this.
Oh, all right. So then they get in the car.
Do you know that David Beckham and The Rock are both Tauruses?
You see, I don't give a shit about astrology stuff. When everybody's like, "Oh, you're an asparagus," I'll be like, "I am. I also eat it." You know, like when everything goes, like there's so much stuff. Like there was one that was it's like, this is your astrology sign. Guess what that means? That means you like to take it up the ass and be on top. And you're just like, what? What the hell?
What does that even mean?
Exactly. It's like, oh, you're this. That means that you are destined. Whatever.
So they're going
all right. So here's strike 2 for them.
In the woods.
A creepy ass cabin.
Oh, geez. But, okay, so this is a very old looking creepy house that is hauntingly beautiful because it's very well lit.
It's also just creepy. You know what I'm saying?
It's creepy.
Like all the windows are frosted over, so all you see is silhouettes of people. Then it has like the trees that are growing against the house, and like only certain parts of the house have light on it. And it's a cabin that's surrounded by pitch black darkness. Like, make better decisions. That's all I got to say. And then a creepy ass old witch looking woman opens the door. Turn the fuck around and leave.
Well, yeah, she's like tells him to go away, and it's this older lady who I believe she was in the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I don't know who the fuck.
She's
I know
Sally Hardesty in the new one.
I'm pretty sure that when she was 11 years old, she got sucked into the Jumanji game and then fucking finally beat it. That's what the fuck this woman looks like.
Lion.
Look
and
at
I
that.
walked out of the game.
See, and then she has a wall. See, Anthony, God damn it. If you ever go to a stranger's house in the middle of the woods and their wall decor is newspaper articles stamped to the wall, leave.
So,
God damn it, leave.
So she has been tracking this evil tarot deck that they used because she asked them, where's the deck? And they said it's in the Catskills, which is where that museum was. So apparently that's why they can afford a museum, because it's in the Catskills.
Man.
It's a great part of New York.
There's no way these people can afford shit in New York.
So now she's talking. They use these tarot cards at a wedding, and 6 people died in 48 hours. Another instance where 3 they use the cards, and 3 days later, 8 people are dead.
Oh, okay. There you go. London, 1988. This one. Come on right now. And I was just giving a big old long list of shit that's going on.
Yeah, we get this. This very quick, very rapid paced exposition dump here of everything we need to know about the tarot cards after she was very rude to them.
Dude, and it's just so random. So many walls are just covered in newspaper articles and her own paper. Now we're doing a montage. What?
Yeah. Maybe she was so mean to them because she thought they were the HOA. Get away from the fucking house.
It's it's the hoarding crew. Like, we need to redecorate. It's Sherwin-Williams. Like, we're just here to paint your goddamn walls.
It's
Like-
it's Ty from Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
And he's super
Get away from my
crunk,
house.
right? He's like, behind this wall of newspapers is a beautiful fucking, what the hell is that called? Drywall, where
I was
you
about to
can
say
do
shiplap.
anything you want. Oh, so then everybody like, God, dude, I try not to hang out with like old creepy people that look haunted. You know, that was just one of my life goals, I guess. You know,
I've heard you say that a lot. I don't want to talk to
God.
you. You look haunted.
like, hey, what's up? My name's Brian. Never mind. You
Look
look
haunted.
You look like you played Jumanji in real life. Is she pregnant? How the fuck's her belly look like that? She looks like the goddamn girl from
We go
Minions.
back to Hungary in like the 1800s. And it's a count who is a practitioner of the cult.
God damn it. Hey, Anthony, what are you doing this weekend, bro? You want to come over and get your tarot read? And he keeps getting pissed off. Like, he's like, I didn't want the fucking horse card. Is he getting a tarot reading for his pregnant wife's baby?
I think so. And so then the tarot reader saw that the child would not survive the birth.
You know what? Don't have tarot card reading then. Boom. Problem solved.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Like, it's the same
Yeah.
thing. Like, my mom was she's retired now, but she was a OB and midwife and stuff like that. And she's like, from day one, you have, let's just say, I don't know, 2 in 7,623 chance of having a problem with birth. And then you pay all this money and they just lower it down. It's like, oh, now it's just a 1 in some chance. There's like, it's the same fraction. It doesn't do anything. It's the same amount of possibilities that's going to happen.
Exactly. So now we're getting this whole scene where the count, his wife loses the baby, and then
Did she hang herself?
I think she hangs herself because I was like, is that her or him? And those look like lady ankles.
Ugh, they got fucked up. Oh, I thought that was finger, but it's a hand with a knife. But you see,
Oh, that's her nail.
no, it's a knife.
Was that her knife? Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was her nail. Yep, and so then
What
she,
is she's whittling
There
into
she
the
goes.
ground. There's a fire going.
God, Blair Witching asses. So she killed herself and her blood got onto the tarot cards. Like, come on, man. If I were to ever lose all of my blood and it got onto a thing of tarot cards, it would probably just smell like fucking whiskey.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right. And then every time that you did a tarot reading, it's like, you will be drunk today. You'll be drunk tomorrow. What? This isn't a tarot reading. This is just fucking what I do every Tuesday. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
So then the husband handcuffed himself in the bathtub, and I'm guessing he killed himself, but he just drew whatever those circles and the stars. Can you bleed out from getting a cut on your palm? I don't think you can.
I don't think so, no. I think that's more of like a sacrifice thing. The people cut their palms. I don't know why.
Blood brother oaths. So they're like, all right, bruh, let's do this. What the hell?
So now we're done with that story.
What the fuck? So everybody's all just all sad watching this woman tell her story about fucked up stuff. All right, going to a strange house in the middle of nowhere. That couldn't have ended very badly. Oh, really? Now you're fucking starting to think logically?
I know.
I was like, Anthony, trust me. We're going to go into the middle of the desert. We're going to meet this fucking tarot reading witch in an abandoned house. And what could go wrong? But you got to take some shrooms before you fucking do this.
Yeah, so
Oh. So Spider-Man's
they're,
friend
they're
is
all
talking
agreeing.
shit now.
Spider-Man's friend. They're basically like, we're all gonna stick together. Like, oh, and we should reverse engineer the tarot cards. How do you do that? That's a great question.
Well, I mean, you probably clean them, you know.
I
And the
guess.
best way to clean it is with whiskey. Ew, they are in New York. That's that fucking double bridge where up top is going one way and down below is going the other way.
Mm-hmm.
It's fuck that, dude. I wouldn't do that shit. What's that say? Emergency start?
Yeah. So
Your car can emergency start?
apparently.
It's like, no, Anthony, I'm a transformer. You need to get the fuck out of here. Trust me, bro.
I know. How did Bumblebee get into this movie?
Right. Dude.
Which I don't know if you've ever watched. There's those YouTube videos of when you can meet Megatron at Universal Studios, and he just relentlessly talks trash. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's like, all right, here we go. And then
Oh.
I'm going to play a little game of old Hangman right here on the window.
So I forget who had the Hangman card, but no, that's the girl with the black hair. She freaks out and starts running down the road, down this. This looks like one of those those old utility bridges.
Either see, like, here's the random shit is you don't think it's weird that Anthony, at any given time, if me and you are driving, even if it's like 3-4 in the morning, there's cars out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I mean, oh, and something runs by the side, and there's all these warnings going off that there's a car right next to them. Which I don't know about any other vehicle, but in my vehicle, that only happens if they're really, really close or you're trying to turn.
I don't know, man. Teslas, if you go to where the fuck was that rope?
So there's this rope that appears and drags up. Is it Haley?
Anthony, bring your boat rope. Fucking come to my house right now. Meet me on a bridge where there's fucking. See, where's Spider-Man? This is the fucking Spider-Man scene where he fought whatever that fucking dude's name was. Mystique.
Oh yeah,
Mysterio.
Mysterio. Yeah. So the rope goes around her neck.
Lassoed it. Keep your fingers in there.
So she's got her fingers in. She's ready.
Just keep it.
And
Put your
as
arm
Haley
in
gets
there.
She gets pulled up by
Like hella quick.
somebody that looks like hollowed out eyes. It almost looked like the God of Pain.
It did. Good one.
You should check out that episode if you haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah. And so like that's one of those things. God. And then the friend just keeps going up faster and faster and faster, like bring, like up. Like, okay, guys, unfortunately, you're not gonna be able to save your friend.
Yeah.
Like it looks like Batman fucking stole her.
I know.
Like when Gotham, there's like, I need an 8-ball. And he's like, not on my watch, Gotham. And grabs him and yanks him up really fast. That's exactly what happened to her. You know?
Yeah.
And then I'd be curious, like, okay, guys, well, where are we going to find her body tomorrow? And now Spider-Man's friend is like, all right, guys.
Yeah, so she's like, we need to go back Spider-Man's friend says we need to go back and find a place at the campus to barricade and isolate.
And is that how you say it? A horoscope? Is that how you spell it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the spelling. Yeah.
Where's
that's
Ludacris
correct.
when you need him?
Luda.
Horoscope. You know? Like.
So now Paxton so Spider-Man's friend is saying, like telling him, you don't go back to where it all began.
Yeah, you do.
So they're all saying they need to go back to where it all began because I guess they need to get to the deck to do anything here to try to reverse this.
Yeah.
And we're down to 4, right? Because
I think 5. Oh, just kidding. 4. Yeah, because somebody just got murked up.
Yeah, pretty quick succession here of deaths.
Yeah.
So Spider-Man's friend, he separates from the rest of the group, and they go off on their own back to the house.
Yeah, see, that's another thing that you should do. Once you see your friend get brutally murdered, and 2 friends the previous days get brutally murdered, you should separate from your friends, especially on a nice foggy night in the middle of the woods.
Oh, yes, it's a great idea. I highly recommend it.
Tips to survive, and then like put psych at the end of it.
The
And
suit
then,
is black, not.
God damn it, why is there nobody around town?
I know.
You know?
It's perfectly quiet, and it's like eerily frightening.
Here he goes. Here he goes. So there's cars all around. Meaning there's people there, you know. But nobody's there.
So are we at campus, I'm assuming? Because this is where he wanted to go. Was to campus.
It's like, Anthony, we need to go home. Nah, I'm gonna go back to school. No, bro, you probably shouldn't do that.
And he sees a shadowy figure across the way standing like leg out, like he's about to go hit the chorus line.
Yeah. He's like, all right, here we go. Up, and then here's a creepy monster again. See, and when the monster starts doing the stanky leg, you don't mimic the monster. He's like, oh, all right, here we go. Here we go.
They're about to walk it out.
And he's like, oh, what's going on? Oh, now I should run.
Oh yeah, so I guess he tried to go into the campus police, but they're out for 15 minutes. I don't know why anybody trusts the campus police, really.
They have those whistles.
They're chronically underfunded, and they can't help you, especially from creepy supernatural tarot killers.
Bro, like that'd be fucked up. Like, could you imagine if you're just like, all right, Anthony, you just graduated from the firm or whatever it's called. Your first case is creepy tarot monsters, haunted museums. I'd be like, God damn it! I thought I was gonna fight like drug dealers and like break crimes like that. Like, how do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, really.
Yeah.
You'd have to try to prove in court that a ladder bludgeoning was done by a creepy nun thorn crown monster.
You'd have to do the what is it? The Bigfoot? Is that what's the Johnny Cochran thing from South Park?
Yeah.
Bigfoot doesn't exist, so you have to quit. What?
So he hits.
The fat.
Did he hit every button on
There
the
you
elevator?
go, you nerd.
And the monster was outside doing some weird like height change thing.
I didn't see that.
That was super creepy.
I'm stuck in an
Man's on the
elevator.
phone.
You know why you're stuck in an elevator? Because you pressed every button. Yeah.
Watch.
Here we go. All right. God damn. It looks like he's in the movie Platform.
Mm-hmm. So now he's going to go to every floor, which was the worst idea. And the monster's outside, and it's like a jester, like the fool. And it's
You think, God, it looks like Terrifier. What?
It's changing its face.
Right. Good night.
And now it's on the roof, and then it runs out. Jeez, it's like workshopping creepy jump scares right now.
It's like, oh, yo. See, and again, when you went to college, if all of a sudden you know your hallways at college, if all of a sudden everything, what do you call it? Started looking all creepy. I'd be like, wait a second, this isn't the same place. Like if you went to your house
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you went to your house and there was like a 13-foot hallway, wouldn't you be like, no, my house doesn't have a 13-foot hallway? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
But
it's gonna wait a second.
you know, if this is my home turf and I know this building very well, I might not trap myself in an elevator. And
Yeah,
it's
but
very
here he
easy to
goes.
get to.
That is a
And
fucking legit ass
like
thing,
this,
though.
the jester like has these needle teeth, and it seems like he's gonna like bite him or rip him up.
What if you had those needle teeth, but like you didn't ever use them?
I know.
You know,
And you're like, then I need veneers. I need to do something here.
so guys,
What am I doing with my
look
life?
like this?
I can't smile. I lost my smile. So
Your bottom teeth
the
fit
other
perfectly
three-
into the triangle top teeth.
I know, it's creepy. It's weird. So the other three show up back at the house, and they go immediately to the tarot cards.
See, and that's another thing too. Why would you? You know, if I was like, all right, Anthony, I know these people killed us last time, but maybe we just got off on the wrong foot. Let's try them again.
Yeah, let's
No.
try them again. Let's talk to them.
All right, here we go.
So they're gonna burn the cards because they say destruction by incineration is the best way, and they're gonna put them in the
Okay, well,
fireplace.
that always works.
This will not work.
Oh,
So they throw the cards.
if you were a
in-
gambling man, Anthony, that's weird that they threw them right into the center of the fire.
Okay. So since you ask, it's like, you know that song, it's like the cat came back. It's like the cards came back the very next day. Like they're going to pop back up.
Well, like they threw them in the very center of the fire where all those cherried ass coals are. And guess what? Not a single one of them even curled
burned.
up.
No.
And the girl's like, we need help. Yeah, you do. You should have got help when you were a little kid and not realize you shouldn't do dumb stuff like this. You know?
Yep.
And now,
Exactly.
unfortunately, you guys are all going to be murdered. All for some stupid tarot. See, like I said, I don't believe in tarot. I don't believe in fucking Ouija boards. But just because I don't believe in them, I'm not going to prove how tough I am and be like, oh, yeah, you want me to do it right now? Huh? I'll do this board. You want me to tarot read right now? I'll do it. No.
Yeah.
Don't poke the bear.
Oh, so they invite the tarot
Jumanji
expert
woman.
lady over to the house.
Yeah, because
they
that's another
explain
thing that I
to her,
do.
We threw the cards in and it didn't work.
Yeah, it's
So-
hilarious.
So she said, "Oh, the astrologer bound her spirit to the deck." So this is the astrologer, who killed herself, and her spirit. Now she's doing these deaths from the. It's like a vengeful ghost, basically. So now she drew out the astrology signs in a circle, and she's inside this giant circle on the floor.
Yeah, because that's what you should do. Put yourself right in the center of it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's hardcore. So now she's putting a bunch of stones out.
She's like, this is what I'm going to do. Watch this. She's going to get an elephant gun. And she's going to just start doing
Just
it.
shoot them. Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, here we
And
go.
she puts her hand over the top of this box that has the cards in it. Oh, so she's speaking to the astrologer now.
Yep, still not going to matter. You know, I want to speak to this. I'd be like, sorry, you don't get to.
Do you think this is what it feels like for Karens that wish to speak to the manager?
I want to speak to your manager. They just get fucked up. You know?
And
Yeah.
now all of a sudden there's somebody sitting in a chair behind her, and it's the lady that hung herself.
Yep, I don't think that she's going to talk very much. If
And
I
then-
was
So then she tells the kids, she's like, we need to hurry. And they say, you're bleeding. She's like, I can't move. She tells them not to come over to her.
That's such a fucked up thing. You're bleeding. Ugh. He did the 5-point palm exploding heart technique on me. You know?
So now the lady gets up and she puts up her hand to do her zodiac stuff, but like she dumps the cards out of the box with her powers, and now the cards are creeping across the floor.
Yeah, but here, and then all of a sudden her eyeballs.
So I guess like
she's the one that got away.
Die. Yeah, I guess.
You know how fucked up that she has pulled her card. It's like, you will be stabbed in the neck by 6 different swords. And then all of a sudden it's going to happen in front of everybody. Yeah. Like, you didn't bring any swords, did you? No.
Explosive diarrhea.
Die by explosive by what is it? Inside out intestines diarrhea.
Yeah. So she does get stabbed by like 5 different swords. You're pretty close. Because she got sucked from the circle, and now she like flies into another room and has 5 swords through her, and now all of them run away.
And now
we have the curly-haired girl, we got the blonde girl, and the black guy.
Oh.
And blonde girl and the black guy stay together.
That's not blonde girl. How's her hair so dark? I don't know. Maybe it is. You know, but again, if all of a sudden the house,
the astrology stuff. But yeah, go ahead.
That just house look so much more gigantic on the inside.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like they shot the front of the house and then just like did a house set. So now,
it's either that or it's like, are they hallucinating like this gigantic ass building? You know what I'm saying?
It kind of feels like it a little bit. But
like if you went into your house and all of a sudden your house started getting haunted, and there's like, all right, Anthony, pick one of these 38 doors. You'd be like, my house doesn't have 38 doors.
I know.
Like,
it's a little weird, right?
Pick one wisely.
So the curly-haired girl gets stuck in the basement. The blonde girl and the black guy go to another room, and they take like an armoire and shove it in front of the door.
My dog is farting. My hairs and my nose are on fire.
They're turgling.
See, and then here we go. There's always, Anthony, you got to promise me, man. If you ever sell your house and buy a house with like a basement, you got to turn that basement into like a creepy den where there's like random bottles of shit and like dusty cabinet and like shelves.
I'd make it a podcast studio, a creepy podcast studio.
God. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at those, like, all right, guys, we need to set up this scene in the movie, grab every single mason jar known to man and put it on these fucking dusty shelves. Uh-oh.
So,
and then the light went out.
She has this like distorted vision, and she can't really see, and the record player's playing really fast. Then this curtain goes in front of her face, and she's like fighting through a row of curtains.
Turn around every now. Is that like Abe Lincoln?
It looks like Abe Lincoln, like creepy Abe Lincoln with this huge stovepipe hat. And she's on stage. Oh, so they're talking about cutting somebody in half. She tries to run away, but now she has a shackle on her legs.
See, it was weird because he freed them 500 years ago.
Yeah. Well, that's why he's evil, Abe Lincoln.
He's like, all right, 407 years ago. I was looking at that. There's that Abe Lincoln Zombie Hunter, but it's nudity and everything else in it. And I was like, oh, fuck, I guess we can't watch that one. You know?
Not today. So she's crawling away, and then she gets this chest open. and sometimes she's looking through like a keyhole.
See, I don't understand how those keyholes work. Like, it's literally a gigantic ass hole that you
Yeah.
can see through. So, like, when they put a key in there, it's like, yep, it worked. No, anything that you put through there would fucking work.
Well, yeah, pretty much. You're just putting in like a piece of metal to shuffle the lock enough to open it, right?
I have no fucking idea. But look how much light is coming through there.
I know.
Like, you know how fucked up it'd be? Like, Anthony, you didn't see me do that. Like, yeah, Brian, I looked through your fucking keyhole. I'd be like, oh, all right, you got me.
Your house has giant keyholes, Brian.
All right. Like, the keys are like a 1/4-inch diameter and everything. So Freddy Krueger's in here now?
Apparently.
All right, so she's just looking at the peephole. Guess what? You've already been caught. Ew, she's caught inside of it.
No, she's stuck in the box or this huge chest. Yeah. She's in the. They're doing the. Okay, I know what's about to happen. They're doing that. You know, like when they saw the woman in half.
Oh, but she's like in.
But she's in the box. So she's stuck. Like she can't move.
She's in a chest, like a treasure chest. You know what I'm saying? So she could be like, she's not in like the saw in half boxes, Oh, but she's in a treasure chest and she's about to get fucking sawed in half.
Jamming a large construction saw through this. It's like got the sharp teeth.
Right. Do you know how bad that hurt if that saw actually hit you?
Oh God, kill me now. Especially because they probably didn't wash that thing. Gonna have an infection for years. So then there's this crank that is stretching her.
But how? Damn.
And now she's completely flattened in the box. So he's just gonna saw down the middle of the box.
That's a wild contraption if I've ever seen one. See, that just seems like it's a waste of room. You know what I'm saying? I have 2 fucking chests upstairs, and they are gigantic. Like, I'm pretty sure me and you, as unflexible as we are, could both hide in them.
Yeah.
Like, but this one, it just seems like it's so much room to have. Oh, and then here he comes looking like a terrifier. He's struggling. He's like wiggling it. He barely even touched her, and she's dead.
Yeah, I mean, we don't get a lot of it.
Maybe she's now sawed in half.
Yeah, she's sawed in half.
So there it is. Look, that was a pretty good view, though.
It was. I like
how they did that. It was like the camera was by her head looking down, and it was opened up to the crowd, so you saw that the bottom half of her. But you didn't see that the bottom half was gone, but you saw that the bottom half of the chest was opened up to the crowd. You know what I'm saying? That was a fucking awesome view. Props for that one. No?
Oh yeah. No, that was a well executed kill.
Like, fuck you, Brian.
No, I think maybe they could have, gone more into the agony of her death, but they kind of skip out on that a little bit.
You saw how fucked up those saw teeth were.
I see that. I want to see the effect.
So now it's just the black dude and the blonde girl that are alive now, right?
Yeah, so tarot girl and the black guy, yeah.
See, if you want to fucked around with those tarot cards.
ABC.
Yep. Here we go. And he's just like, oh, you know what? I blame you for everything. Curse from the start. Shut up. You ain't motherfucking Shia LaBeouf from Holes.
When you played with the cards, that's what happened.
Yeah, exactly. When you open up that box and that fat ass fart wind came into your face, that's when the curse started.
So she has an idea now. They're gonna read the astrologer. They're gonna read her fortune, her whole thing, and try to turn the curse back on her.
I don't think that's how it works. If I was like, "Hey, Anthony," if I text you and I was like, "Anthony, are you at work?" "Yeah, I'm at work." "Oh, I got some bad news. I did a tarot reading for you, even though you're not here. And guess what it said? You owe me $50." Like, sorry, Anthony, the cards don't lie. So either Zelle it or PayPal me, I guess. Like, what?
Yeah, no, this is a little weird, but I guess at this point, when you're about to die, anything is a good idea.
I don't know, man.
I'm just saying, it's kind of like if you're down 6 and it's the last play, you throw to the end zone. You don't really have an option.
Oh,
right?
shit. That guy just Freddy Krueger'd his ass through the window.
Yeah, so the black guy gets like thrown out the window, like by this creepy thing with long nails. It's like Evil Dobby.
Ugh. It's all crawling around. It's like, "That's my precious." He grabbed him and sucked him through the window. At least that window. Look, god damn, it looks like Vec.
Now it looks like Vecna. It's super tall.
Jeez.
That is creepy as hell. They saved the best for last. That thing has like 37 ribs.
That thing has 1% body fat. It looks like fucking Jesus or Brad Pitt ripped from Fight Club.
Well, it looks like Planet Crack ribbed, but
man, that shadow looked like a bitch.
That doesn't look buff or in shape. That looks like
a midget.
That's like Planet Crack. I'm sorry.
Am I allowed to say that word?
I said it earlier, so.
All right. Well, here we motherfucking go.
Yeah. So now she's in the closet. She's got her mouth covered.
Anthony, I hate to tell you, man, if I'm chasing you and I see you go in a closet, guess where I'm going to look?
In the closet.
Weird how that works. I'm like, wait a second. I swear I just saw him duck over here. Maybe he went over here to the kitchen instead. You know?
Keep it in the closet.
What's that? The R. Kelly Trapped in the Closet, 13 songs or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
We should do everything gets parade on all like 26 of those songs. Because aren't those things only like 2 minutes long?
Yeah, but they're all music videos too, right?
I don't know. I've only seen like 2 of them or 3 of them. You know?
Yeah.
But it's a story. It's, you know?
That's a whole story. Yeah, yeah.
God damn it, these dogs.
So now she gets up and she comes out of the closet. And now she's looking around. Oh, and here comes Vecna.
Coming in hot.
Man, she can sprint. She's down those stairs in 3 seconds flat.
Oh, I thought that was a bagpipe. But it's the woman who has like 18 swords in her.
Yeah.
Here's damn Vecna.
At least hers was a quick death.
I don't think it was. I think it was another magician who's like, "Watch this, everybody," and he's slowly inserting the swords into her. Oh, and she's caught.
She's caught by Vecna, and Vecna has her like up on the wall, and then
the black guy
who's not dead because he wasn't dead. He didn't get a tarot death.
No, we didn't see him die. All we saw was just him get yanked through a window.
So then he saves her, and then all of a sudden the room goes black, and Vecna
bones crunching.
So they get to the room with the circle, and she's gonna pick up all the cards, and she's gonna do a reading on the astrologer. Well, the black guy guards the hallway, and he will surely
the father
die.
of the baby. And then she cackles like that.
And here comes whatever his monster tackles him
or punched him in the chops.
And now there's
again
like thistles all over the wall.
A gigantic ass taking him into the fucking upside down.
Like in a roaring bonfire.
Yeah, see, why is she so slow to deal the cards now?
I know.
Oh, yep. And now all of a sudden She's like, these cards don't make sense. What if, like, at the end of the movie, she's like, guess what, guys? I never knew what I was doing the whole time. Like, I was just fucking around. I don't even know what any of this means.
So now she's trying to like therapeutically counsel the astrologer through her cards. Like, you want to allow yourself to heal. Like,
that's a cool
what happened to you
mask.
was horrible. And now she's got on, this creepy mask. It looks almost like Slipknot-ish.
Yeah. And
It's
he's
pretty
beckoning
dope. I
her
like
ass.
it.
Quick.
And she lifts her
Like
up
running up that hill.
to her hand, which that's a really cool effect.
Running up the hill. Got to
So then-
went down.
The black guy is left by the bonfire. Oh, he's being
Uh-oh.
dragged again by a horde of monsters now.
Nah, that was fucking Tom Cruise in Legend. Pulling him into the fucking
in his Diana Ross armor.
Dirty Diana. Death.
So she
See?
gets the death card.
But yet all of her friends are dead. Death can mean the end of something, like the end of my menstrual cycle.
And the start of something new. But in your
But in your
case,
case,
it just means death.
and she queefs on him. And
then
all those
the
cards just
wind-
blew away. Look.
Like the wind
See?
kicks in, the cards blow away.
That's a
And
massive cure, dude.
they're stuck in like a windstorm.
I can only imagine what that room smells like right now.
And the astrologer's getting blown away. Not
That
like
was such
that.
a fucked up comment. And
Ew.
now it
No.
looks like it's coming true, though. Like,
We get her
God
flashbacks to the hospital and all of these deaths.
the blood going back into her body. So the black guy's still alive. Damn.
Yeah, so he's still alive. They never really explain that because it looks like he gets dragged off into the bonfire, but I guess saving him meant defeating the astrologer, right?
So here's a fun fact. As of right now, that black dude, and LL Cool J are the only two black men in the history to survive a horror movie.
Deep Blue Sea. I remember that movie, yes. Distinctly for that reason.
Hey, you're like, wait a second. So now they fucking went back in time and there's fucking pilgrims.
Yeah.
They're just fucking going through and look at their faces like, oh, damn, that worked.
Yeah, it
do you
actually
think?
worked.
So this house, that's wood floors. They were beautiful wood floors, but now they're carved into the fucking whatever pentagram or whatever the fuck it's called.
It's
You
like
think,
it's
if you-
etched into the floor practically.
right? If you get rid of the floor and then fucking retile it, like the house is no longer haunted.
I would hope, but I mean, just to not mess with it, I'd probably just get a throw rug. Simple
Just in
solutions.
case, babe. Hear me out. And now you know it's over
Maybe.
because the card lit on fire.
Don't piss off the ghost. Let's just get a throw rug, hun.
Dude, I wanted so bad when we redid our floors to fucking like draw something really fucked up on the concrete. So in case anybody ever redid our floors, they'd be like, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah. So now the survivors, the black guy and the tarot girl, are walking down the road, and they're walking to
Then
home.
finally
I guess.
they realize, like, I feel like we were walking forever. I haven't seen anybody. Uh-oh.
Mhm.
Oh, God, here comes a car.
And he says, in my horoscope, dark road, right? And you just see this car stop.
God, an old-ass fat caddy.
It looks like Christine, like the Stephen King car.
Maybe.
And
Wait a second.
it's Paxton, the Spider-Man's friend. So
He's like,
is
oh, hold
everybody
on,
alive
guys.
again?
I pop-lopped and dropped it. I drove here so fast, I was so worried,
Wait.
but I remembered.
So they say, wait, where's Paige? And they stare at him like, yeah, everybody else is dead. How did he survive the elevator?
Maybe he Maybe he beefed it.
Maybe he just like beef stewed the ghost, and he's like, oh, and just
See,
like
here's something like, if you were walking down a long, lonely road and you saw my car pull up, would you be like, hey, wait a second, I think that's Brian? You know?
I mean, yeah.
And especially if
That's
I had like an old
your
67
particular
caddy
vehicle.
boat.
I know.
Uh,
How many people have that, right?
yeah. Haley broke the curse. It's definitely over. And he's like, oh, yeah. And he fucking curbs it and goes off a cliff. Guys, we did it. You didn't do shit. You
No, you
died in
didn't.
an elevator after you fucking broke dance. Oh, just kidding.
And they turn the corner, and we get the title card.
I can't believe it. We lived. Oh, just kidding.
Hold on a second. So then, hold on a second. We're back on the road.
That's
And
literally what
how'd
you
you
said.
get out
Hold
of
on
the
a second. I'm lost.
And he said, I got out of the elevator because of my cat-like reflexes. What cat-like reflexes?
He says you outfooled the fool. Todd showed up out of nowhere and opened the elevator because that
the thing
kind of thing.
disappeared. So then we see him in the elevator, quivering on the ground.
Just, ay, kamusta ko kayo? Ay, mabuti na siyo. And then he starts going off. Oh, so that's really...
Now we get the real credits. Okay, I like that. I like that ending. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And this is this movie is based on the book Horoscope. Okay.
Horoscope. All right, let's pause. I'm going to refill real quick.
That's our movie. All right, we'll be back with final thoughts on Tarot. All right, we're back with final thoughts on Tarot. So, okay, like, I get that people didn't like this. I understand that. I find this to be highly entertaining.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know why they didn't. Like, I thought...
I get it. Like, I get a lot of the complaints. Yeah, a lot of the complaints I read were... I knew exactly what was about to happen. You know, everything felt like it was pulled from other movies. It's like, yeah, there's a good amount of that, but there's been like a million horror movies. So, like, something's always pulled from another movie. So what's your point?
I see it. Everybody's just a bunch of haters, man.
But the kills, like, I was thinking it's one killer that looks exactly the same the entire time from the way everybody was talking. But these kills are so cool.
Yeah, maybe we're not seeing it because like we don't have it up loud and everything like that, you know. But I didn't think anything was wrong with this movie at all. Like, what the fuck? I think it's just fucking trolls, and everybody thinks they can fucking do everything so much better than everybody else, but they fucking can't. Everybody's just a bunch of trolls, man.
Think you could make a better movie, you should try, and then realize how little hair you will have left afterwards because of how much worry you have that you're going to put out something garbage.
Yeah, no, I thought the movie was...
You'll talk.
I thought it was good. I thought that it was really funny, especially how you said, like, at the end of it, where the guy's like, nah, bro, I came back, and my fucking random roommate opened up the thing.
Yeah.
No.
Like, I thought that was great because... My thought was like, wait, how does he get out of the elevator? And then they're not addressing it. And if they don't address that, I'm going to be mad. But they do it in like a really funny way where like he looks silly and weak.
But they also point out every single thing that we've always said about every other movie. If you don't see them die, they did not die.
Exactly.
You know,
and they do it a couple times in this one, and I think that it gets a tad predictable, and then there's moments,
but not really, because we never thought that dude was fucking alive when he was in the elevator. We didn't think the black dude was alive when they threw his ass through the window, and then it's like, oh, and then it makes you
that he was alive.
Yeah, but we didn't realize that until after we see him again, and there was like, oh shit. We didn't see him die, so he didn't die. You know, like there's things like that.
They hold to that. That works. It's fun. It makes for interesting, nice subtle twists. The only thing that I kind of felt like there were two scenes that I kind of feel like dragged down the movie a little bit, and maybe that's where some of the complaint comes.
The opening.
when we get this tutorial on how to read tarot cards.
Yeah.
for,
While I
like,
was watching the
15 minutes
intro, I actually got certified as a tarot reader.
as a tarot reader, you are going to be very successful. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that, and when they go to meet the lady who is the tarot expert, and we just get this like vomiting of exposition, like of everybody who's ever died by these tarot cards.
But
after
that
she
was a
was-
lot quicker than the intro. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
it was much more succinct. It kind of like they hit the high points a little bit and then move on from that. And we
Yeah,
get
but I mean, like, for the most part, everything made sense in the entire movie. You know,
this
you
was
kind of,
really solid.
you know, like maybe for the intro, they could have switched it up where they got like one or two people reading it. And then during those people's deaths in the movie, then do a flashback of them getting those tarot
Through the
cards. You know
video,
what I'm saying?
right?
But again,
Yeah.
this was great shots, everything like that. Like,
Beautifully.
we're not bagging on
lit.
anything. Like, the people that wrote those bad things on, like, fucking just trolls, man.
I'm just telling you, like, after what we did a couple weekends ago, I have a new respect. I get it
Dude,
now.
I tell you, my fucking ribs are all bruised up from fucking being kicked in the pool so many times.
Yeah.
I had no idea that I'd get fucking bruised up fucking from flopping into pools.
You
know?
did a good launch, though.
Dude. I had to keep doing it. And then, you know what's funny? It's like kind of like when you're sick, you know, if your wife and kid are sick and you're not sick and you're just like, I just got to get through it. I got to get through it. I got to get through it. Then your wife and son or your wife and kid are like, okay, we feel good. And then all of a sudden you get hit with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what filming was like. Like, I was like, okay, Thursday, the entire, like those 4 days of shooting, I was like, I'm good. And then Monday, everything, you know, was almost back to normal. And then Tuesday, as soon as everything was 100% back to normal, it was like I hit a brick wall. And I was like, fuck, dude. Like, I'm so fucking exhausted. I'm so tired. I'm fucking, you know, I wasn't hungover at all, but I was like, God damn, you know?
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah.
you ready to close this out?
Yeah, dude, fuck all those haters that said this wasn't a good movie. The movie was
It's
fucking.
not the most original horror film, but it knows what it is and it does what it does well.
Yeah, I liked it. Like, I'll watch it with sound on and everything like that, you know?
Oh, yeah. No, this is exciting. But
Fucking
before
haters.
we go, check out our website, beratedmovies.com, where you can.
I just
check out our-
I haven't edited it. I was about to say, I added some stuff to the website for all of our, everything gets berated. So, Anthony, if you confirm it right now, we can add it. You saw that webpage that I made for it. Should I just put it on there?
Do it.
All right.
Do it.
So I'm going to add on a page where it's all of our everything gets berated episodes too.
Okay.
So you can see all the movies that we like and dislike. Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah. But yeah, check out our merch store, our Redbubble store under the merch tag for all your tees, tanks, hoodies, and stickers. If you have any comments, questions, you just want to say hi, you have any movie suggestions, email us at beratedmovies@gmail.com or
send a physical letter to Anthony's address at
1111. No.
Anthony's blood type.
But and if you want to leave us an audio comment, you can do that through the SpeakPipe link on our webpage as well. And check out Everything Gets Berated, where we do our monthly episodes on everything other than indie horror, and sometimes the indie horror that we just can't do in this format.
It is pretty funny.
Yeah. Well,
pretty funny.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.
Yep. Thanks, everybody.